Hello everybody, this is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing John Wick. Starring, of course, Keanu Reeves as John Wick. Directed by Chad Stahelski. Of course, Keanu. And then you got Ian McShane as Winston. Lance Reddick. Along with Willem Dafoe. And, of course, Adrian Palicki as Miss Perkins and Franco Nero as the Russian boss. Talk about the start of John Wick basically going out after the original Django. Just because his son killed his dog and stole his Mustang. Which is a new take on the whole revenge action story of the troubled gunslinger who wants out but can't get out kind of deal. Following the passing of his wife, which surprisingly for the genre, she dies of natural causes of cancer, whereas unlike other movies where she gets KIA in a backfired attempt on him, kind of, and of course she leaves him a dog, a puppy, in terms of a farewell gift, and then, of course, after refusing to sell a Mustang, and rightfully so, he goes on the warpath. And he also got to feature John Leguizamo as his owner of the car shop, which is part of this whole assassin secret society thing, kind of like a guild of collaborative intent kind of deal. Because they always have one rule: no business on continental grounds. Which, yeah, I can see why Chad Stahelski is trying to do a Highlander reboot, because kind of like a similar concept of how in Highlander the immortals aren't supposed to do business aren't supposed to fight on holy ground. Same metaphor with continental grounds, which, of course, Miss Perkins broke. I gotta give it to Adrian Palicki. She's breakout in action roles. Kind of like, in a way, pretty good on the Orville. Oh. Kind of surprised they didn't get her to return for that. Get her to play in that Charlie's Angels remake from 2019, but that's enough for about that. Back to Wick, because Blicky proved her action chops with Red Dawn in the G.I. Joe in performance of Lady J in G.I. Joe. Second one. Enough about that, of course. She proved herself a badass. Shame that they only wasted her on a one movie. Which, of course, she got excommunicado. And he got Willem Dafoe as his friend in the society, and who helps Wick cover his ass and then takes down the Russians. And I should also mention that Dean Winters, aka the Allstate Mayhem guy, was also in it. So hell, John Wick whooped Mayhem's ass. I was more respected, even though as much as I love my action movies, and to the point that my reviews are pretty much specialty on action. Hell, for a moment, when I first saw the trailer, I was just like, yeah, it was another cliche trope of the assassin of the action hero in a Mustang. Which I always found weird, of how out of all the muscle slash pony cars, Mustangs are the most used. But up there with 69 Chargers, but not as bad as Mustangs. I mean, where you had Bullet, Gone in 60 Seconds, Diamonds Are Forever. Damn, like a few other straight to video cult classics I can think of. I can't remember another movie. I can't remember the title, but Brett Michaels directed it. So with Charlie Sheen as a cop, I have to look that one up so I can try to find it on a streamer and review that. But back to Wick, of course. Man, I can say the action is just over the top, and I mean, with one sequel being better than the other. I mean, hell, with John Wick was being the ultimate ass kicker. I mean, and rightfully so, you know, when Frank O'Neill warned his son that's by saying, he ain't the boogeyman, he's the motherfucker you send to kill the boogeyman. I mean, which takes on the club shootout, the cathedral shootout, and then of course, sniping that gangster compound, and then little Russian punk boy going, "Stop playing that game!" Before old gamer boy pretty much got a headshot, and then woof. Yeah, about the arsenals of this movie, with how John Wick in a 1911 to AR-15 Gogol 13 style rifle, when he sniped that warehouse. And talking about the other cool cars in it, from like that Dodge Charger, though I'm more partial to the old school 2-door Chargers instead of the 4-door family car / cop car kind of ones that are considered Chargers now. But hey, that had one badass scene in that with that chases on them Russian gangster SUVs, and I mean, talk about some NASCAR Daytona on a restrictor plate track moves. Which, of course, John Wick is a definite 5 out of 5. A must watch, not just for Keanu fans, but action fans in general. I mean, hell, Wick is so iconic that there's a YouTube death battle video between him and Bond. And I gotta give it to Ian McShane. He definitely knocks it out of the park as Winston, and way a lot better than that guy that played young Winston in the Continental miniseries. I mean, it was good, but for a period piece, but it was like the Stoney Spider-Man verse, trying to adapt their own characters without actually Spider-Man. It was like, and I understand Continental was a prequel, but it's just kind of the exception to the rule of doing that like that. Like hell, I'd like to see a Rambo prequel center about Colonel Troutman, but yeah. But I gotta give it to Keanu and John Wick from those action scenes. Action scenes to of course, to a new take on the whole revenge genre, because usually like revenge dramas, like genres, usually like of course, the wife dies or dies up from a you know attack after a while attacked by on her secret agent lover. Not kind of like in the intro to Renegade said, cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. And then of course, or of course, somebody kills their son or daughter, which starts another trail of revenge. But Wick took it to a whole new level because prior to that, name any other movie about somebody avenging a dead pet. I mean really. But overall, a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece, a staple of 21st century cinema, and Keanu Reeves' best damn movie. I mean, trust me, I can say I like Wick better out of Keanu franchises better than Matrix. Don't get me wrong, when I review it, I'll give it some tricks, but don't expect the sequels to get 5 out of 5s. But overall, I hope y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy, and I'll keep dishing them out.